Uh, Hi everyone. Today we are here in our podcast, and today we have a very special person here. He's he's a close friend, and today he's here because he wants to talk. He wants to tell us something about racism, and we are going to ask him some things about that. And let's begin. So, Daniel, you can start telling us something about you, present yourself, whatever.
Okay, hi Fabian. Um, about me, I don't know, man. I'm a student for 10th grade, and I actually study in gastronomy. I I love to do sports. I love to train. I love the food. I don't know. I'm a scuba diver.
Yeah.
I'm in the 2 level advanced. Um, I don't know. Well, what more you want to know? This is a large question.
So, it sounds very, very cool. Your life sounds like very interesting, but we are not today here to talk about your life. Today we are
Okay,
here because
and
we want to talk
understand.
about racism. Why you think about this thing? This
Okay.
is a very it's a very big problem in our society today. Tell us, what do you think about it?
Ma'am, I think that talk about that thing. I think that is a word with two sides, because you can support this organization,
This movement, yeah, the movement,
this movement,
yeah,
but um, have lots of lies, and finally the persons who say that they support the movement, and really they don't matter about that. And I think that actually the racism is a thing that doesn't matter, but in the way that no, like some years ago. Uh, Actually, the racism is, I don't say that doesn't exist, but is low, um, in comparison of the last years. But I think not the racism literally. So, but like the discrimination is today a theme we can see like all the days. I don't know, with the skins, with your gender, with your sexual orientation.
yeah.
Uh, we have a lot of things, but we discriminate. I don't know. I think that is the problem. No, no, literally the racism,
Yeah.
punctual. Um,
Because of the people.
I, yes, I think more the discrimination for different things and um, different. Oh, we can explain that, like mm, knowledge. So, like,
Yeah, yeah, the knowledge of the people. Yeah,
yeah,
because there's
you understand that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it.
I
We
can.
here we got a question from the public, and he said, "What where are you from? First, where are you from?"
Where I'm from?
Yeah,
Man, I'm from Cali, Colombia.
yeah,
I'm born in the hospital, Rey David.
yeah.
I don't know. Um I we come to live in the north of the city. I live in the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
¿cómo dice ahora?
I don't know. So it is not very important, but yeah,
I grown up in Metropolitano, in Metropolitano de Cali,
yeah,
Metropolitano Norte,
yeah, that's
and
your street.
uh,
So
I
how do you have ever lived racism in your city, like in your
Russians.
street, or in the bus, or like in the something in a public place? I don't know. Tell me.
I think that more like the racism doesn't exist. I think that is so indirect. For
Yeah.
example, um, you go in the bus in
Yeah.
the meal,
Yeah.
and a black man or black woman heading in the bus,
Yeah.
and the people in an indirect way feels uncomfortable and can see can see them in a bad way. But in the grade to say to these people some things or uh, give them a bad treat.
Yeah.
No, never. If, for example, in my case, I never see that. I know people who don't like the black persons,
Yeah.
but isn't in the strange way for say
You
for
mean
treating
like it's not the same that in the United States? Like it's like in the United States you can see that people can be like very aggressive
yes,
with black people. Like there's people that hit them
exactly,
and something like that. We punch there in the face and insult.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like that, but it's like in an
No,
indirect form. Like yes, they speak to
I
herself.
think that I think that more than the racism, actually in my city, in
Yeah,
Colombia in general, is the country neighbors,
yeah.
the Venezolanos.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that exists more discrimination than like as the black people in the United States here from the Venezolanos in Colombia. Like
You mean like
I don't know.
the Venezuelan people in Colombia? They like got racist to herself.
Sorry, what did you say?
The Venezuelan people that comes
Yeah.
that go to Colombia had racism. That's what that you mean.
Yes, I think yes, but more at the
But
beginning
I
because
think it's only with the Venezuelan people, or it's like with in general with any person that comes like a
no, I
foreigner.
think that more than strange people for the country is more from the Venezolanos because these people um, escape from their country
Yeah.
and arrive to Colombia for looking for works and I don't know house
Yeah.
and literally grow up they families.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. A lot of Colombians lost their jobs for a Venezolano that works more cheaply than a Colombian. For example, in a work for a Venezolano can pay like 20,000 pesos
Yeah.
for a work that costs
20
$35,000 pesos,
Yeah.
for example. So a lot of people lost works, and in general, the people feel uncomfortable with that because they are in all the places you can go. I don't know, in parks, in supermarkets, in in the in the schools, in literal all the places where you go in Colombia. Actually,
You find
have
them. You find them.
Venezolanos.
Yeah.
You find him. You find
Uh,
the
so, do you think that this is a problem for Colombia?
mm, I don't at the beginning, at the beginning,
Yeah.
yes,
Uh,
because for like things that I said you like the works, the economical factor. But in a future, I think that this can beneficiate this can beneficiate us because I don't know, more people, more work, and the economy is more fluid.
but you said that the Venezuelan people is getting
Yes,
the places of work of the Colombian people. You this like
yes,
the Venezuelan people is stealing work in Colombia, or they are having the work that a Colombian person must have.
yes. Mm, ma'am, I I shall say yes that that is a big problem, but you can see that problem in two ways. In the way that is only a problem, only cat illness in in the society, but you can see in the way that the Colombian person um, was forced to work hard, to
Yeah.
work harder than before, and and put more enthusiasm and interest to work.
Yeah.
So, for example, I believe I think that a Colombian Venezolano can steal my job. So, I I have to work better that my boss see that I am important
For
I
the
don't know
country. Yeah.
for the country, for my city, for my business,
Yeah.
and uh, um, and any Venezuelan people can stole my job for a easy way. You understand me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I I think that that can push the Colombian people to work and be more efficacious. I don't know how to say that. Yes, be a better person for work.
Now to get in the finish, what do you think that the racism is a problem, or is like only one thing that we have to let it go and don't pay attention to that?
Man, I think that I answered you that question, but in conclusion, I can say that the racism actually isn't a big problem. I know that it's a problem that have causes of deaths and discrimination
Yeah.
and different problems, but in comparison of other problems
It's not that
are
bigger.
not
Yeah.
exactly. But actually, yes, it's a problem. But have have a weight in the society and in the things of the community that don't have to have.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Okay. So I think that's all. I hope the people have reflects about this and have a new idea on her brain and in his minds, because it's very important to know the opinion of other people. So I think that's all. And
Yes.
Daniel, you can say goodbye to people to finish this,
Okay. Goodbye and thank you
for being here. Yeah.
for watching the video and have a good one.
So that's all. Hope you to see you the next time. That's all.